Fine, because Ada yelled at me to go get started. We'll do that then. Hi, Chris. Hello, my friend. I need a nap today. That's what I need. I need a nap. Hi, Fonzie. Yes, my cat busted my door open. You are too tiny to bust it open that far. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Leah. My husband found the backup phone. It took until this morning for him to find it, but he found it. So we do have that. When we reach the right number, I can bring that up. So that'll be great. Okay. So let's get our today Wednesday started. Good morning, Jason. The president is calling for jail time for mayors and governors now, but it's not political, guys. Pam Bondi said she's not politically motivated, even though she doesn't work for the president. She works for us, which that was a really fun meeting to listen to, or a committee hearing to listen to. Her pull out her giant notebook and go through it and make sure that she got to the right page for each senator, and just repeat scripted answers, while also, yeah, she literally answered 0 questions while also maintaining that this is the most transparent administration ever, without answering a single fucking question. Interesting. You guys, thank you for coming in and doing all the good things. I appreciate you being here today on this Wednesday. Let's boop that screen. As soon as we get to 2,000 likes, we can start having conversations. Share that live out. Look, I'm looking. I think we need to expand our rhetoric a little bit. Our conversations, I think, need to get expanded. Am I getting stuffed? Hi, Adriana. As you can see, Audie has also made it clear. Yeah, I did hear Stephen Miller slip up. We can definitely talk about that today. That is why I've changed a little bit of what we're doing, right? So it's going to be still about why you're supporting Trump, obviously, since he. They're so pretty. Thank you, Chris, for the fireworks, guys. W. Chris in the chat for the fireworks. Those are so pretty. We are going to be changing our rhetoric. It's still going to be, why are you still supporting Trump? And we can have all the same conversations that we have with them, because they have one-track minds and little scripted sets that they commit to. But they need to understand and think critically and understand the fact that they are being puppeted, okay, by Stephen Miller and Russell Vought. This man is dictating what is going on in the office right now, and he is puppeteering the President of the United States, who in turn is puppeteering Mike Johnson, Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, and Kristi Noem. They're just doing what Russell Vought, who helped write Project 2025, is doing, and Stephen Miller, thank you, want done in this country. Okay, while we are sitting here, let me get this up here. You guys, that is my backup account. It is at about 700 followers. We're still trying to get it up to 1,000. If you are not following that account, please do so that I can have that backup set and ready for you, because we know how sensitive these TikTok streets can be. So that I would appreciate. With consent, Jinx's permission. Get stuffed with facts. Hi, welcome in, my Get Stuffed and my Facts Raiders. I appreciate you guys so much for being here and traveling from one raid to the next. I do appreciate you guys being here for that. Thank you so much. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna start the day this way. John, how are you today?
You don't tell the truth a lot, do you?
I tell the truth pretty much all the time.
Then how are you a Democrat? Explain how one can be a
Not a
Democrat.
Democrat.
Explain how you can be a Democrat and be, for abortion. Explain how one can be for abortion.
I'm not a Democrat. I'm a registered independent.
You know what abortion? Do you know what they do during an abortion? Do you know how the whole process works? I don't think you know.
You don't.
Of course I know exactly what they do.
At what stage of pregnancy
I
do
call
most
them
abortions
Right
occur?
to life. You know who they are? They don't like you very much.
At what stage of pregnancy do 93% of abortions occur, John?
Do you know what they do when they? You know how a fetus is aborted? You know what they do?
John, at what stage of pregnancy?
I asked you if you know what they do. Why don't you answer the
stage
question?
of pregnancy, at what week of pregnancy are 93% of abortions performed? If you don't know, just say you don't know. Republicans also pay for abortions for their mistresses all the time. Olives, absolutely not. Guys, W. Olive, that little gift is one way that you can use capitalism to get rid of somebody you no longer want to listen to. The other way to do that is to send 10 to my blue and green appetizers that are listed in my bio. That does help me with my 100 goal that I do daily. I am saving up to trade in my car. Since it's running, I'm going to take that video for y'all on the Discord if my husband stops starting my car quicker. Takes like 3 starts to get the car started. I'm tired of fucking fixing it. I'm over it. We've done all this shit, poured money into it. It's time for a trade-in. So, yeah. On that note, guys, keep booping that screen. Let's get to 10,000 while we're sitting here. Cloud, how are you today?
Good, ma'am. How are you? And I just saw that you're married. I hope you're having a great marriage and everything like that. I hope everything's going great.
15 years and we're still going.
Congratulations. I'm very proud of that. I think that's something you should definitely, at this day and age, I think that's something you should be very proud of.
Yep, it's not easy, but we do it. Did you vote for Trump?
That's what you have to do. I mean, you just pick somebody up, put them down, take care of cover everybody's strengths. Strengths and weaknesses. That's what makes a yin and yang.
Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I am in 43. I'm in New York.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Why shouldn't I?
What reason are you supporting him?
I haven't seen him do anything that. I mean, do I care for sometimes when he does some crazy shit? I mean, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'd be a little tactful more on this.
Sure.
But
what do you like that he's doing?
Quite frankly, he has put through a lot of trade deals. One.
Which
two.
Ones?
There's tons of them, honey. It's all over the news.
Name one. If they're all over the news, name
one. He's in Nicaragua. He did the European deal. He did
what? I'm sorry. Can you say that country again?
Nicaragua. I'm sorry. I can't remember the exact name. That's the peace deal, not the trade deal.
There's also not a peace deal for Nicaragua because that's not a country.
He is actually working on the peace deal for Gaza. He is working on.
Is he? How's that going?
Did multiple trade deals.
How's that? No. Okay, you haven't named a trade deal yet.
He did the trade deal with European.
With European.
Hang on a minute. I'm sending this to my girlfriend. He did the trade deal for Britain, which you can't dispute.
The UK trade deal has been completed. How is it beneficial to us?
See, this is the problem, dear. I'm going to explain to you exactly what the issue is.
Please don't condescend to me and just answer my question.
We live in the now. Unless it happens immediately, we're not.
How is it going to be beneficial to us?
As human beings, as opposed to when I was born, we want everything now.
No, I'm not saying now. I'm saying in the future. How is this going to be beneficial to us? And
so you're telling me somebody spending $553 billion is not going to be beneficial to the United States?
Who's spending that much?
European.
What is European? We were talking about the British deal. That's the UK deal. The EU, they don't have a deal with yet.
Yes, and they're spending $553 billion.
The EU, they do not have a deal with yet.
It's not going to be beneficial.
The EU, they do not have a deal with.
I'll tell you what, how about we do this a different way?
No, I want you to tell me how the UK deal is beneficial.
So somebody spending $553 billion in the United States is not beneficial?
Who is doing that? What company?
Multiple companies.
Who?
Okay, I'll look it up if you want to play that game.
It's not a game to me. I actually would prefer, that's my goal here, is to have people look up the things that they have been told.
Yes, but how are you going to dispute them when they prove you wrong?
Prove me wrong, because I just looked up your 553 billion. You know who said it? Who said it? Who announced it with no proof?
So it's all lies, is what you're saying.
Where's the proof behind? Who said it? Who said 553 billion was being invested, and by what country? Because you got that wrong. Trump said it. He said Japan was doing it, but we've had no proof of that. And seeing as Japan's GDP is...
By July 33rd, Trump has announced deals with 8 trading partners, including the UK, Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia.
He announced it.
Japan.
There's the key words. He announced it. Where are they signed and done?
They signed them.
Prove
so
it.
you're telling me that the pictures in the Oval Office of him signing the trade deals was
Where?
valid?
Which
like
ones?
They just said it's a photo op?
Where's the images of him signing a trade deal? I would love to see that.
So if I send it to you, will you send me $1,000?
No, I just want to see them.
No,
I've already acknowledged that there is no. Listen,
No. We're gonna play
I've
this game.
acknowledged that there is a deal with the UK, and I have asked you how it's beneficial, and you jumped to an amount of money that he is claiming from Japan, which is not a done deal, and is more than like 50% of their GDP.
How does any trade deal?
Show me a trade deal that he has done that has been signed that is beneficial.
How does any trade deal with the United States not benefit the country?
Because it could be more in their favor than it is in ours.
Wait.
It could be more in their favor than it is in ours. Like with the UK deal, they're going to have a lot easier time selling their cars here because they don't buy our cars. So it's going to hurt the auto industry. And the auto industry has come out and said that they're probably going to have to start buying their parts more from Mexico and Canada because they're going to have a hard time competing with the fact that the UK is going to be importing cars here.
But did you put the other part into effect?
What part?
The fact that he said the parts had to be manufactured in the United States, and the fact that if you buy a car built,
we cannot manufacture the parts here. We do not have the infrastructure to do so. We do not have the raw materials to do so.
Then how the hell did we win World War II?
We had a manufacturing economy then. We have a service economy now. We cannot go back to an economy where we don't have the raw materials.
And why don't we have that now?
We've moved past that.
No, it's not the fact that we moved past that.
Yes, because people don't want to toil away in manufacturing jobs, and a lot of it is being automated. And a lot of it is being automated. I can't believe you went back to World War II when we then had the fucking auto industry go under way after that because manufacturing went down.
So you're gonna sit there and tell me that as a business owner, you're gonna sit there and ship a fucking manufacturing out of state because it's cheaper because of the regulations and stuff like that, as opposed to building in the United States.
It's not just that it's cheaper. It's that we have a service economy and a lot of it is automated and raw materials. Are you listening to me when I talk?
Basically, what it is you're going to make the cheapest parts for the cheapest price. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Bottom line of the story. You're going to make the most top end profit.
It's not going to be cheaper here.
He is trying to make it so it's cheaper.
It will never be cheaper here.
Yeah, but why is that?
Why? Because you have to pay people more here and it costs more because you still are going to have to import the raw materials. We do not have the raw materials to build these things in-house. We just don't.
Do we not? Or do we not just want them to mine the raw materials here?
No, we don't.
But then again, if you don't support Trump, then you're agreeing to slave labor in another country.
No, I'm not. We have slave labor here. We do not get paid well here in the United States of America.
Okay, do you understand how the economy works?
Do you?
So what happens when I started working minimum wage was $5.50 an hour.
Okay. When was the last time the minimum wage? When was the last time the federal minimum wage was changed?
It's $15.50. And that was
No, it's not the federal minimum wage.
It's not 15. It's not $5.50 an hour.
What's the federal minimum wage?
$12.50.
No.
What is it?
It is $7.25. That last time it was increased was in 2009. That's federal minimum wage.
So the question is for you. No, I'm asking you. The question is for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to pay that, if you're going to increase the minimum wage, because any state you go into, it's at least $15 an hour. I don't give a shit what the federal minimum wage is.
I agree with you.
If you raise the minimum wage, what's the company going to do to compensate that?
Are prices already going up?
Why are they going up?
Not because federal minimum wage has changed.
Why?
There are still states. There are still states that are. There are still states like Arkansas. There are still states like Kansas that work under $7.25. They don't have a state minimum wage like a lot of our states do. Okay, they are still working on $7.25, and yet prices are still going up. So don't give me that excuse, because the last time it was changed was in 2009.
We're okay. Well, state to state.
So they're increasing prices because of greed, and they know that you'll pay it, and tariffs now. Thanks, Donald Trump.
So, but they had higher tariffs on us than we did before, than we did on them.
What is a tariff?
A tariff is a tax that you put on goods every time you turn around.
On basically, what goods? They're put on what goods?
Basically, what a tariff revolves around is if you're going to ship a good to another country,
no,
they have to jack the price up on it and say, yeah, you have to pay this much to ship it into the country. That's fine.
A tariff, no. A tariff is a tax.
I'm going to ask you a question.
A tariff, no, I'm going to explain it to you. A tariff is a tax on an imported good.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
So how would them having a tariff on goods they import from us do anything to us?
No, you don't understand how tariffs work, because when they put a tariff on another good, they tax the country that it's coming from.
Who pays for a tariff?
The consumer.
No.
Yes, the consumers pay it.
They can. Who? So no, like, because if we have a tariff on China, who pays for that?
Honestly, you really think for 1 second that if like say Mitsubishi,
if we have a tariff on China, who pays for that?
China.
No.
No, I apologize.
The companies in the United States. The companies in the United States who are importing from China pay for that.
So in your thought, we should have no tariffs on any goods. We should have no tariffs on.
I think we should have targeted. I have no problem with targeted tariffs. We saw that under the Joe Biden, and we've seen that in history, but under the Joe Biden administration.
Actually, you realize that Trump
we saw that with chips, so that we could build chips here and not be reliant on Taiwan for chips. I don't have a problem with targeted tariffs. I have a problem with blanketed tariffs.
You realize that the chip manufacturing is we could mine the goods in there, but there's federal lands and stuff like that. We can't mine the goods to put the chips into place, right?
Show me that.
It's written. Look it up.
No, you look it up. It's your claim.
Yeah.
So again, blanket tariffs, because if you tariff every single thing, blanket tariffs are going to make it cost more, which Cloud, that's why we're seeing, he did this his first term, and we're doing it again with the soybean farmers who are going to lose their farms. China has not bought from a soybean farmer in the United States in 3 months. You know where they are buying from? Argentina. Do you know who we're sending money to? $20 billion? Argentina. He's hurting the American farmers once again.
Honestly, I don't think he.
You don't think he what?
No, I don't. Where did you get your news source from?
The farmers that have been on Fox News, that have been on MSN, that have been like all of these farmers who have come out and said that they have not sold a soybean. The fact that we have the evidence that China or that soybean farms, it went whoop because they have not bought a soybean product from us in 3 months. They are buying it from Argentina, and then we are sending $20 billion to Argentina to bail them out of their shitty policies. What do you mean? Do you not pay attention to what's going on?
While the average American citizen is currently suffering due to the fact we are in a government shutdown and the ideology that we're going to fix this problem in Congress by December, January, when we open premiums in, November 1st is when premiums first open about insurance. So the average American citizen is going to have to pay more than,
Yeah, I mean, but I'm trying to, I want him to explain to me why how
Well,
tariffs
actually,
are helping the
replying
soybean
to that,
farmers when
replying
China's
to
not
her,
buying
I
soybeans
have my
from us.
own health insurance. I
No,
it's
see,
through
I don't
my
want to
work.
pivot. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want you to show me. Okay, how a tariff, a blanket tariff, and especially on the soybean farmers, is beneficial when China, who is our biggest export or importer of our soybeans, has not bought a soybean from the farmers in 3 months.
Okay, I will do that. You tell me. Do you believe in tit for tat?
No, because you don't understand how a tariff works, so it wouldn't make sense. If China has
Okay,
a
no,
tariff
no, no,
on
no.
us, if China has a tariff on us,
does.
their
It truly
importing
does.
companies pay for that. If China has a tariff on us, their importing companies pay for that. When we have tariffs on China, we pay for that.
Do you realize that when Trump came into office and he put the tariffs on there, and I'm sure you're not going to complain when he sends you a stimulus check.
He's not
for the
going to
tariff
send you.
goods.
Where's my Doge check? Where's my Doge check?
Not even the Doge check. When has
He promised.
said
No, he promised 20%. Where's my Doge check?
that is true.
Where is that?
You-
The two
you
stimmies that he gave us during his first term helped him with his fucking raising of the amount of spending. I thought you guys didn't like government
Okay,
spending.
let's go back
You're
to
not
tariffs. Let's go
explaining
back
to
to
me.
tariffs.
No, the tariffs are not doing that. That's not what tariffs are. They are a tax.
No.
and
We're
we are the
going to go
ones
back
being
to tariffs.
taxed.
Now I have your answer. Now I have your answer. We're going to go back to tariffs.
Sure.
Who had a higher tariff on goods? Let's just say we're saying it to England. Let's say we're sending manufacturing jobs to England. Who had a higher tariff on our goods or opposed to their goods?
Who
Us
pays
or
the
United
motherfucking
States?
tariff? If England has a tariff on us, who pays that?
The fucking consumer does.
In what country?
Every country. I mean, what
No.
do you think the manufacturers are going to get?
No. The importing companies in England would pay the tariff that England has on the United States. That has nothing to do with us.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to explain.
No,
to
because
you.
you're talking about tit for tat, saying they had tariffs on us, so we put tariffs
They
on
had a
them. That's
higher
not how
tariff on us
tariffs
at the
work.
time.
If we put a tariff on England, anything we import from England, our companies pay for. If Walmart buys t-shirts from China and we have a 50% tariff on China, Walmart is paying 50% more to bring in those t-shirts from China. Do you understand now?
Sweetie,
Ooh,
Listen to
don't
me-
tweet at
listen
when
to
you don't
me
know
very
what the fuck you're
carefully.
talking about in regards to the
Wait,
economy, sweetheart.
Pause.
listen to me very carefully.
No,
If
no.
you're
Are you going
exporting-
to
if
concede
you're
and explain
exporting
what
a
a tariff
good-
is?
If you're exporting a good to England, we're going to use England as an example. And they have a 25% tariff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not think that company's going to raise the price to fucking make the money back?
The importing
They're gonna pay
company
it?
in England might raise the price to cover the 25% more that they have to pay if they have the tariff on us. Yes, that has nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us.
Exactly. So what do you think the economy is going to do? Do you not think that
What
England's
happened-
gonna
what was Liberation Day in
match-
April?
Then why?
What
then
was
why are you-
Liberation Day in April? What was that?
We're not talking about Liberation Day.
This is
in
still
April.
tariffs. What was it?
That was the day we're going to put the tariffs on and get it.
And what happened to the economy?
Huh?
What happened to the economy? What happened to the stock market?
My economy, me
No.
personally, I'm not paying anymore. I'm
The
paying less
economy?
actually.
No. What happened to the economy after Liberation Day?
Stock market completely crashed and went.
The stock market fucking
This-
crashed.
yeah.
You guys, Leah for the 10 and the green appetizer. You guys, I don't understand. Don't condescend to me when you can't explain what a fucking tariff is and you're still going around in a circle about it. You don't understand what it is.
Also,
Or in the blue appetizer, I'm sorry.
I think it's really silly that he started calling you sweetie and sweetheart here, but on my panel he called you a bitch. So
I like when they do that. That was my lovely crash out.
graceful.
You guys keep booping that screen while we are sitting here. Let's get it up to 30,000 likes while we're sitting here. I appreciate you guys being here while we try to get them to wake up from the fact that we have people puppeteering the President of the United States and his entire cabinet. Pam Bondi literally didn't answer one fucking question while at the same time saying that they are the most transparent administration the U.S. has ever seen.
Where's
Bullshit.
them files?
Bullshit. Well, Mike Johnson has now said he's not going to swear in Adelita Grivalda until the government is back open.
That's not how that works.
It's not how that works. And he could do it pro forma, which means he can do it outside of legislative session. And he's refusing to. Why are they hiding PDF files from you, I wonder? I wonder.
Also, elaborate to me why the Democratic Party is still showing up to work while the Republican Party is on quote-unquote vacation.
Right.
While you guys sit there questioning about your health insurance and your premiums while our active duty members aren't getting paid, etc., our government officials who we elected are currently getting a paycheck every single day while the government is shut down. They are not affected by this. So,
Right. Congress is feckless, and that is why I wanted to expand what we're talking about, because the person running the government right now is Stephen Miller and Russell Vought. It's not even Trump. Hi, Ryan. You guys are falling prey to the man who wrote Project 2025, which Trump now admits to, and Stephen Miller, who made a slip up yesterday. Let's talk about his slip up. He
ooh,
was
I'm
talked
excited.
about his the National Guard deployments. And he said that Trump has, and he glitched in real time. This was not a technical difficulty, even though they said it was, because you can see him standing there blinking. He said that the president has plenary authority. If you look up what plenary authority is, it means that he has the will and the power to do whatever he wants. Don't know if you've read the Constitution before. The president does not have plenary authority. He does not have the power to do everything that he wants and anything that he wants. And Stephen Miller knew he got caught, because as soon as he said he has plenary authority, he went. And they said, Stephen? He said, Stephen, I think we're having technical difficulties. Because he knew he got caught in the shit that he said it out loud. He said the thing out loud that he didn't want you to know because they think you're stupid and you keep proving them right. And if you guys want to come talk about it, there's 400 of you in here. I'd be happy to have that conversation.
Not him pulling a Glitch McConnell.
Yeah, he did pull. He literally did.
That's okay. I mean, again, if you guys have ever not read the Mandate for Leadership, you can read the Mandate for Leadership and see the specific parts that not only Russell Vought has wrote, but almost half of his fucking cabinet has written in and has a plan. You can also go to Project 2025 Tracker, and you can see where we are at. Last time I checked, we're at 49%.
Yep.
Are we great yet?
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
No, ma'am. But I do have a question for MAGA that I'd like addressed, if possible.
Real quick.
So, MAGA, you guys say that you guys are the party of no new wars. If that's the case, then why is Donald Trump trying to start a war with Venezuela and Latin America? Because I'm from Ecuador, and I'm just curious why you guys are trying to start picking fights with us and starting wars.
I appreciate you, Easton. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, he's already advocated and given the go signal for military intervention with Venezuela. So much for those no new wars. He's even kind of touted the fact that we shouldn't have given up Afghanistan, which is a wild thing to say because it never belonged to us.
Nope. We just decided to do what we do best and colonize everything we see. Also, someone said you voted against your best interest. I'm not a Trump supporter.
Unless they're talking to Trump supporters.
No, they added me.
Oh, weird.
Not a Trump supporter. Never have been and never fucking will.
Miguel, how are you today?
Good, sorry about that.
You're fine. Or did you vote for Trump?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Miguel. I appreciate you. Oops, excuse me. I'm sorry I hit my mic like that. Sorry, headphone users. Olive Agent State. Well, former Republican, good news for you. You're not debating Democrats on this panel. So you could come up and we can have a conversation because neither myself nor Olive are Democrats. You guys, thank you guys for keep doing all the good things today. If you're not following my backup account, since there's 400 of you in here, please do so. I literally only need like 300 more people to hit that 1,000 mark so that I can kind of start getting that backup set up just in case anything happens to this one, that I can come right back on for you guys. And we'll be able to do that. That would be great. Again, I was repeating that this morning. Trump has called for the Chicago mayor and for Governor Pritzker to be put in jail. Don't tell me it's not politically motivated. It absolutely is. This man thinks himself a king.
Last time I checked, we don't have kings. Speaking of that, if you're not registered for your No King's Day protest, you can October 18th, No King's Day Festival. Link in bio if you want to sign up and see. I know I will be live streaming the Memphis Music Festival.
You guys, just in, a federal judge has granted the New York Times demand for a list of Elon Musk's security clearances. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You mean a foreign adversary who was in the White House for so long? What?
Right, and had access to American data? Interesting.
So again, are we great yet, MAGA?
And they're also touting the idea of using tariff money, as if he has the power to do that, to fund WIC. WIC being the program that he helped to cut in the big, beautiful bill, because he doesn't read, he can't read, and he doesn't know that. He also doesn't know that as the president, he is not allowed to unilaterally decide to move money from one place or the other. Even if we do have this bank account of supposedly $17 trillion in tariffs, Congress would have to be the ones to allocate where that goes, not the president. The Congress, again, is being feckless and puppeted by these people and just doing whatever he says. That is not their job. Their job is to work for you, and they are not answering your questions. They are not taking town halls, and you guys are just okay with it. You said, thank you. Tread on me more, Daddy. I don't need to know this information. Interesting that you guys are okay with a feckless Congress for this one 79-year-old decrepit ass man. Yeah, smart people don't like me. Keep proving him right. They think you're stupid. You're proving it every single day.
Stronger woman, come up.
And by the way, an Alaskan Democrat named Mindy O'Neill has won the mayor's race in Fairbanks, Alaska, flipping the city blue for the first time in 12 years.
Alaska.
Those you guys keep saying that Democrats are never going to win again. And yet all the elections and special elections we're seeing, you're getting your asses kicked. Which is why they're trying to cheat with gerrymandering and voter suppression, which is why you need to make sure you are registered, because they are going through these, especially like blue states or rural areas where there are a lot of blue uprisings, and they are trying to purge the voter rolls. That is what it is called. Okay, they go through and they pretty much go like delete, 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 and unregister you. And legally, I guess they're allowed to do that. I need you guys to ensure that you are registered to vote by your deadlines, because they're trying to purge the voter rolls so that they can cheat, because they are fucking losing.
Yesterday was Tennessee District 7 primary vote for the December 2nd special election. Virginia, if you are not registered by, October 14th? You can't vote, so register to vote. California, make sure you're registered to vote and vote yes on Prop 50. Right? It's Prop 50, if I'm not mistaken.
In California, yes, it is Prop 50. That is the voter-approved method. The committee approved that to be put on a ballot for a vote, so that they can kind of quell what Texas, Utah, Missouri, all of these states are trying to do with their gerrymandering. So,
make sure you
I'm
are.
sorry. This comment: President Trump will be your president for the rest of your life. I'm 34. If you think this man, even if he decides to be the dictator that he is, stays in office, you think that he's gonna outlive me?
That man's gonna croak before we even know it.
I'm sorry, what?
Captain Kinkles himself. Captain Bone Spurs.
Let me see. Update this little goal thing and see who we've got in here. All right. When you look at the bones.
When you look at the bones. Have you seen that video?
Yeah, Blue made me watch it on my live, actually.
I
Ron,
remember.
how are you today?
I'm fine. Can you hear me clearly?
I can. Did you vote for Trump?
No, and I don't understand why anybody else did. But I got
I
to.
appreciate you, Ron. Ron. You're absolutely right. Why would you make such a silly choice, such a dangerous choice, and then be proud about it when you don't know anything about it? Ron, you're absolutely correct. Froyo, how are you today?
Huh?
How are you today?
I'm doing good. What's up?
Did you vote for Trump?
I was not trying to call up here, but yeah, I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
25 in Kentucky.
Why are you still supporting Trump?
I don't really support him anymore.
What changed for you?
Oh, started going back to college.
Struggling with
Just
college?
just being in college changed it, or was there a specific issue or something that you saw that you didn't like?
Just learning more about like how government works and stuff like that, and just like learning how systems are in place. It changed my perspective a lot.
W. Are you registered to vote for your midterms in 2026?
Yeah, I'll vote for midterms in Kentucky.
All right. Yeah. Just make sure you are informed on your candidates and your local elections and ballots, and do the good things. W on you, Froyo. Have a great day.
You too.
It's that dreaded education that the Republicans hate so much.
Right.
They teach you about the three branches of
Liberal
government. And
education.
I'm just a bill. Yeah, I'm only a bill.
And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. I look okay. Okay. I just look white. It's okay.
I don't understand.
Edumacation, conjunction, junction, function.
When Pam Bondi was asked about the $50,000 that the FBI took in that supposedly was paid to Tom Homan, she didn't answer any of the questions about it. She just said that investigation in him has been dropped, and that's not what about him was dropped, and that's not what the question was. Sheldon Whitehouse, who's a senator, was asking her specifically where that $50,000 went. And she kept answering the investigation to Tom Homan was found not to be credible. That's not what the fuck he asked. They are actively covering for corruption and crime. And you guys are okay with that. Yeah, stealing money from us. Mm-hmm.
Trump supporters do crime? What?
I know. Shocker.
What? It's almost like white men are the largest demographic that causes the most crime. What?
Cass, I am the law. You absolutely are.
I am the law. That makes me think of the SpongeBob hall monitor episode.
She was asked questions regarding cases within the FBI, and she said she kept trying to defer it. You would have to ask Kash Patel. But who does Kash Patel report to, I wonder? Oh, the fucking DOJ. So do you not know, or you just aren't listening, or...
Stupid, or are you stupid? That is the question.
Well, they, again, and I will keep repeating this every single day. They think you're stupid. They think you are unintelligent. And you are proving them right. Be smarter. That's it. That's all I'm asking you to do is be smarter. You do not have to agree with me and be some lefty liberal. Like, I'm not even a liberal, but like lefty commie is what you guys would call me, probably. You don't have to be that. That's fine.
Not the commie card.
I agree, Cass. No, and I absolutely understand that. We've seen that with previous attorney generals who have come forth and done in front of committee, and there wouldn't be anything wrong with that. Saying that she doesn't want to discuss ongoing cases. If it weren't for the fact that she was fine talking about the Comey indictment for minutes and minutes on end.
And then glazing Trump.
Yeah. Telling Adam Schiff that he needs to apologize to Trump. I'm sorry, is Trump a grown-up? He can't handle any kind of dissent. Yeah, exactly. You have to be consistent. If she was consistent on everything on the board, then I would have no issue with that. Because it is an ongoing case. There's ongoing litigation. There's no reason to speak on that. But she is more than happy to do so in regards to Comey because it fires up the base. Donald Trump is going to be watching and going, she's doing the good things. Good job. And get the pat on the head that she wants so desperately.
Isn't she married?
Probably. Does that matter to them?
No. I'm just curious, that's all.
Is she? I don't know if she is, actually.
Oh. She's probably married to her sister, cousin, brother.
Let's see.
There we go.
She's
If you're following along in my tutorial, I'm taking the pumpkin spice and dipping into Sip Sip Hooray and putting it in my crease.
John Wakefield. What the fuck is John?
Is that her husband?
Boyfriend. She's been.
Oh, she's not even married.
No, it looks like she might have been and then divorced.
Oh.
Some white.
I thought that was some. You know, the idea that women should
an investor.
You know, I thought that was a thing that the Republicans had. That women should stay with their man.
Yeah, so she was married for 22 months. They didn't even make it 2 years. Then she married somebody else in 1996. They divorced in 2002. Then she was engaged, but that must have fallen through. And now she is with John Wakefield.
I thought what? That's crazy. I was married longer than she was.
Listen, Linda, you make a good point. As much as we talk about reading the Mandate for Leadership written by the Heritage Foundation, they have which is Project 2025, they have a new project. It is Project Esther. You need to go and read that.
100% read that one if you have not.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on, so if you guys aren't following me on Substack, check out Substack. Currently working on a doc on Project Esther. And then also on there, you can follow my wonderful boyfriend, Manny, who does everything for immigration.
Borders. Do you want to come up and talk about it, 74, or you just want to like spam in the chat?
That's all they know how to do. My daddy Trump.
It's weird. It's weird. You have no personality outside of him. It is so weird to me.
Welcome to parasocial relationships.
Like, seek some help here. By the way, so they're complaining. I don't know if you guys have seen. Chuck Grassley put forward this documentation complaining about the fact that the DOJ had legally, through subpoenas, gotten their phone records. I think Chuck Grassley was included. People like Senator Hawley were included. Lindsey Graham was included. And they had their phone records. This was an investigation in regards to their possible connections with what happened on January 6th, and obviously the lead up with the fake elector scheme, right? To ensure who they were calling and when, and if that had anything to do with what Donald Trump did in regards to the fake elector scheme. Josh Hawley went on Jesse Waters on Fox, and he said they got wiretaps essentially on 8 Republican senators. So Waters asked, what did they get from your phone? What were they able to get? And Josh Hawley says, our incoming and outgoing calls. Don't know if you know this. That's not what wiretapping is. Your incoming and outgoing calls are going to be your phone records, which they used a legal subpoena to get in the grounds of an investigation. Wiretapping, okay, is when they're listening on your phone calls.
Wait, are you telling me Trump supporters don't understand what they're talking about when they say things? What? That's crazy.
And don't forget that Josh Hawley was the one, okay, who I think it was a few days before, if not a week up to, before January 6th, which is when the certification of the votes was going to happen. He was talking to them on Fox, and they were saying, you know, Joe Biden is going to be certified as the president of the United States of America. And Josh Hawley said, well, we'll see. And they're like, well, what do you mean we'll see? Well, we'll see. So yeah, Congress members are not exempt from investigation. If you think they are, you are out of box here. You need to think critically a little bit. So to be upset about the fact that you had your phone calls subpoenaed, it's a little ridiculous to me, seeing as they spent the last 4 years trying to get the Joe Biden crime family, which, by the way, the DOJ under Biden ended up with one guilty verdict from one guilty admission from Hunter Biden and one guilty verdict conviction on Hunter Biden. That was under the DOJ under Biden. So maybe they need to go through and investigate Jared Kushner and Donald Trump Jr. Oh, and Steve Witkoff's son is also involved in this. Howard Lutnick's sons are also involved in this. Maybe you should look into that corruption a little bit.
What? You mean Trump supporters are also corrupted? What? That's crazy.
What they didn't find is corruption from Hunter Biden. They didn't find that. He just lied about his criminal record for a gun. And then his taxes. One of those he pled guilty on. The other one he was convicted of. Congratulations, the system worked.
And it's not benefiting you.
Yeah, the Scranton, you're right. The Russian hoax led to 7 convictions and dozens of indictments. These people are as crooked as they come. And as soon as they're found out, Donald Trump throws them under the bus and says, I didn't know them that well. He appointed them and worked with them.
Oh, you almost mean like that man with the fancy island?
Oh, yeah, that guy. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Which they're hiding from you. Why won't Mike Johnson swear in Adelita Grivalda so that she can do her job as a elected member of Congress? She was elected by the people in Arizona, and he will not swear her in. He said yesterday that he would do it at any moment as soon as she's ready, and she's been ready. She keeps going on Twitter and saying she is ready, and he won't do it. Now today he came out and said, we will do it when the government is reopened. So he is holding hostage an elected member of Congress's appointment so that she can't be the 218th signature that they need, okay, to release the e-files. Who's he hiding in there, I wonder? Maybe he's fucking in there.
I wouldn't be surprised. Does this look bitchy enough? I feel bitchy.
I mean, anytime you put on makeup, they don't like it. You guys, there's 290 of you in here. I will probably hit a restart at the top of the hour. But while we are sitting here, keep doing all the good things. See if we can get some Trump supporters in. I am only looking to speak to Trump supporters. I do probably want to start dedicating one day a week to maybe talking to people who either regret voting or didn't vote, and having those conversations. But today, the conversations I'm having are with Trump supporters so that we can get them to critically think about the things they support. Because they just support them because they have heard Trump say them. That's it.
Also, Trump supporters, I will not be there when she resets, so you won't have to worry about me. But before I do, I would love for someone to send 10 to those blue-green apps in my link tree. That is the last bit of my goal, and I will stop harassifying you.
You didn't vote, but you're an independent. Yeah, and I would love to have conversations because we're going to need you in the midterms, and we're going to need you, and by we, I mean the people. I am also an independent. We're going to need you in 2026 and 2028. Again, I'm an independent. We live in a two-party system. So do I end up voting Democratic because that is where my values lie and I think is going to cause or the least amount of harm? Yes. But since I voted for ranked choice voting in my state, it didn't go through because of the stupid two-party system. I would rather have ranked choice voting and open it up. I am an independent because my state, being an independent, allows me to get both primary ballots. So I can choose to either help out the Democratic primary, or if I'm in a safe blue area, then I can go in and influence the Republican primary. And that's why I'm an independent. I'm also an independent because I don't subscribe to Democratic values completely.
Also, half of those Democratic representatives do not represent most of the things that I want. Most of them are just moderate Republicans.
Scranton, when it comes to the purple, I did repost Good Trouble's video on it, the purple revolution or the purple wave or whatever. Like, I would love to see that. I'm not against that, but I think there is a line. RTP talks about this a lot, kind of giving he calls it a safe landing, and I've told him I disagree with him on this, and that's fine, is giving them a landing. I think some of them, not all of them, right? We know the people that we don't give space to. Most of them are blocked on here, right? We don't talk to Hoodie. We don't talk to Little White Privilege. We don't talk to... There are people that are harmful within this space and within this world that we don't allow in here because we try to create safe spaces for marginalized communities here. But there are also people who just are starting to come out of it. And like I said, it doesn't mean they're going to be completely on our side yet because they have to still deconstruct and they have to work. They're not where we are. And we are still working actively every day to be better. So I agree, we do have to give them space to learn as long as they're open. I know it's difficult.
Willing to learn, and not even to mention if they're willing to learn and they put action into it. You can say all damn day, I regret my vote for Trump and I want to do better, but if you don't show me action, I don't believe a single thing you say.
I just think we have to be careful about pushing them away again when we get to, like, I've talked to people in Doug's space, and I know it's hard. I know when they come in and they say, this changed my mind, and you're like, he fucking said he was going to do that. He fucking said it. And it's hard because we want to eat at them. But we need to point them in the right direction to get there so they feel like they have a space to come vent about it. Because if not, the right will take them back so fast.
And I agree with you. And to people who have the patience to do that, I'm glad you can.
Yeah, and it's not for everybody.
I, for one, will not. I will give grace to the younger generation, specifically my generation that is slowly starting to wake up. But you will not catch me talking to someone who is double my age, who has heard him, voted for him 3 times in a row.
Yeah,
I
no.
am those people.
No, and I understand that. I think that there are going to be people who are coming to. They're just not going to sound the way we want them to sound. Not yet.
Not yet.
I agree.
Stuntism, how are you today?
I'm wonderful. How are you, ladies?
I am doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I am in my 50s and I'm in Georgia
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
because he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do and what we
Name
voted
one
for.
thing.
He's getting the migrants out of here, the illegal immigrants.
Why do migrants bother you?
It's not that they bother me. It's real simple with me. It's common sense. If you come to my house, if a stranger knocks on your door,
Okay. The laws
you'll
for your
answer the
house,
door
the
and
laws
you'll
for
greet them.
trespassing your house are different than the laws for
No,
the
it's
country.
not even trespassing. It's just a simple concept. It's not
It's
the
not,
problem
because
that
the
they're here.
country is
It's
not a
how
house.
it's
No,
it's
the
how
country,
they
I know you
came
guys
here.
want it to be that simple.
You're
The
not letting me
country,
talk.
the border, because the
Okay.
border of the country is not a house.
But the border of the country is sovereign,
Sure.
just like your house.
Absolutely.
Just like your house.
No.
Just like your house. So like I said, it's
But the
common
rules
sense.
are different.
Your
But the
house is
rules
your
are
sovereign.
different. So
No.
what law are
No.
they
What?
breaking?
How?
What?
Okay.
Because we
Listen.
don't have trespassing laws for
They
our
broke
border.
in. They broke in. That's the basic. They broke in.
According
Off
to
of what law?
All the ones that broke in
What law?
need to get put
What
out.
law did
If
they
you
What
break?
law?
came and knocked on the door, and did what you needed to do to get in, you can
What
stay.
According to
If you
law?
broke
did they
in,
break?
you need
Stuns.
to
What
leave.
law?
It's what you mean? What law?
What law are they
I don't
breaking?
know the actual U.S. code, but I
Okay.
mean I've heard
So I'm
it
going to tell
a
you.
million
That's
times.
fine.
But
Thank
then
you
it's
for
a
admitting that
civil
you don't
offense
know.
if you do
Stunt.
it the
Thank you
first
for
time.
admitting that you don't know. I appreciate when people can admit that they don't know. That's fine. But what I'm going to tell you is I would ask you to research 8 USC 1158, which is the asylum law in this country, which dictates that you can come into this country at not a port of entry. You can come in any way you want to, and you have 365 days to claim asylum and go through that process. So it's not like a house. Because there's not asylum rules on my house. But there are asylum rules for the country. This is why I ask things the way I ask them. So, what do you know about the asylum law in this country? I've invited you to unmute. So, what do you know about the asylum law in this country?
You cut my mic off.
Yes, because you were not listening.
Okay, this is what I'm finna ask you about that same asylum law. Aren't you supposed to seek asylum in the first safe country, not a
No.
particular country? Yes,
No.
you do.
No, you're not.
Yes,
Show me
you
that.
do. Read
Show
it.
me the law for that.
Read it. Read
Show
it.
me-
You got
I-
it. Put
I
it up.
have you-
Read it up. Read it.
Show
Put
me
it
the
up.
law
When
for
you
that.
seek an asylum,
Show me
you're
the law
supposed
for
to
that.
seek asylum
What
in the
section
first.
of 8 U.S.
It's in that
Code
same
1158
law.
says that?
It's in your
What
same
8
law.
What section of 8 U.S. Code says that?
It's in your same law that you have to go to the first safe country first.
No, you
Those are
don't.
That's-
exceptions, and it's
yes,
not.
you do.
That's not true. Who determines that?
That is true. That's
determines that?
absolutely true.
Who determines
What you
that?
mean, who determines? Okay, if you're in Guatemala, the first safe country is Mexico. That's why they remained
Who
in
determines
Mexico
that that
when
was
Trump
safe for them?
enforced the
That's
law.
not even
When
what
Trump
remain in
enforced
Mexico
the law-
was.
There are exceptions listed for safe third country. You would have to show me.
Oh,
determines that?
okay, but what I'm saying is, I'm not looking at it like you. I'm actually on my lunch
I'm looking
break.
at it by the fucking
on
law.
my-
I'm so sick of y'all talking when you don't know
Why is
shit.
you? Why is
You
why
don't
is
know
you
shit.
can't
You don't
debate.
read
Okay.
shit. I am so fucking tired of it. If
So
you're going to say something, show me the proof of it.
8 USC 1158 states
Yeah,
any
and that's
alien.
the third country. That's the deportation, and it's not the.
Well, I know, and it only shall not apply to an alien if the Attorney General determines that that alien may be removed pursuant to bilateral or multilateral agreement. There
Right.
is
It's about
no need for
deportation, not about them
correct.
coming in.
8
So
USC
show me in the
1158.
law.
Just
Show me the law where they. Oh, okay. Or run.
The basic law states that you can skydive, you can come up on a submarine, you could casually walk across at a non-port of
shit.
entry and claim asylum. You have 365 days in order to do so. When you're using the argument of it's a house, you lose traction.
Yeah. Immediately, your credibility is done. You don't know the laws. Like, I'm so tired of y'all not knowing the fucking laws.
Oh shit, I did forget about the tunnel. I'm sorry, Eli. I'll remember the tunnel next time. Yeah.
Like, we don't get to just deny asylum seekers. It's not something we get to do.
Nope.
Hey, Naquan.
Hey, just in case you in here, you are that motherfucking Negro that Malcolm X was talking about when he said if you put it in a book, they would not fucking read it. You are that Negro. That is for deportation. That is not for asylum. If they are not accepted by our refuge law, we can deport them to a safe third country that is not theirs. You dumb motherfuckers get up here with your whole chest and embarrass the black community when y'all fucking talk like that.
I love you, Naquan.
Love y'all.
Menaquedo.
Bob, how are you today?
I'm doing great.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I am 30 and I live in Alaska.
Right, I appreciate that. Why are you still supporting Trump?
I mostly voted for him because, like, I don't agree with him, all of his personal life issues or any of the
Sure.
the
Why
talking
are you
points
still
that.
supporting him today?
I voted for him this term because I thought that Biden was way worse
I
to the
specifically
country, and
okay,
also
Bob.
I'm
Bob,
not
I know.
sure.
I don't want
I
to
would
cut
like.
you
I
off,
don't. I'm
Bob.
not sure that I
Bob,
would
I
vote
don't
for
want
him.
to cut you off, but you're answering a question I didn't ask. My question's very specific. I'm not asking why you voted for him. That's fine. You didn't like the other person. Congratulations. You did the thing. He won. Why are you still supporting him now?
Yeah, you're not letting me finish my point. My point was
I don't
that
care why you voted for him. I care why you're supporting him
I'm
today.
not sure that if you'd let me finish, I would say I'm not sure that I would vote for him for another term, which is irrelevant
He
because
can't.
he doesn't have one.
Right.
So that's what I was gonna
So
say.
are you still supporting him?
Well, he's a president until his term is done.
So you
Are you
just blindly
supporting what
follow?
he's doing?
Support which point? Like which
I
I
don't
think
know.
he's
Are you?
engaged. I think his immigration law is a crackdown on immigration is amazing.
What has he done for
What laws?
immigration?
What laws has he
I
passed for
think the
immigration?
support that he's given to black colleges.
What
What laws
laws
has he
has
passed
he
for
pa-
immigration?
We had the same thought just instantly.
What laws?
Yeah, what law has he specifically passed or signed?
Well, his executive orders are
Executive
No,
orders are not
they're
law.
not laws.
They're
Executive
putting-
orders are
well,
not
hear me
law.
out.
Executive
Hear me out.
orders
You
aren't
gotta
law,
stop doing
and
that
Congress hasn't pushed any forward legislation whatsoever for it to
Wonderful,
become
but
a
he
law.
got
The
elected
only
based
thing
off
they
of
have
his
ever been able to
promise
put into
support
law has
the
been
U.S.
Senate Bill
Hold on.
7.
Hold on. Who
He has gotten he got elected based off certain promises, and that is what his
Who makes
supporters
laws,
in
though?
large are happy that he's doing.
who makes laws?
You guys are arguing about the laws. I'm telling you why
Because
he's being
laws are what
supported.
lasts. Because
But
once
that's
he's
why he's
gone,
being supported, though.
the next person can come in and repeal them, and then
That-
nothing has been
yeah,
done.
and that's the game that's been played for generations in America. So
No.
again,
There were 6 proposed
He-
immigration bills under Biden, and Republicans shot them down every single time. So there was legislation proposed.
Do you-
I'm sorry that you
I'm
voted
sorry,
for a
did you see
feckless
the- did you see
Congress
the
that
border
is
under
letting him
Biden?
act like a king. Is the president a king?
did you see the border under Biden? You're asking why people support
What
the
about the
president.
border under Biden?
You what?
What about the border under Biden?
That it was being flooded with fake
How many
asylum
people came in
seekers?
under Biden?
I saw the pictures. I saw the videos. I don't.
Oh,
have
I don't
the
care about that.
statistics.
I
I'm
don't
at
care about
work
that.
right
I want
now. I
stats
don't.
from
you have a
DHS
computer.
and CBP.
You what?
I would like stats from DHS and CBP.
Again, I'm at work right now. I don't have access to the computer.
You've never
like you
read
do.
it before, ever. We
Yeah,
don't.
I've
Where do we
read it.
track
I just don't
crossings?
memorize that shit.
Where do we track crossings?
Videos, I see the differences in the border.
Where do we track crossings?
What do you mean? The asylum seekers is they have to register. They have to claim asylum.
Oh, that's a legal status. I don't care about that. Where do we track crossings?
No, you misheard me. I said asylum seekers abusing the system.
How are they
of
abusing
fake
it?
asylums because they're
It's
not
legal.
Asylum is meant for people who are being persecuted, not people who want a better job.
What percentage of asylum seekers are granted asylum?
Well, right now, a very small percentage.
It always was.
Okay, but the influx of how many.
Oh, okay, so the system's working. So the system is
came
working.
here based off of false asylum claims is what I'm talking about.
What happens
All of
after
the
their
people
asylum
that
is
you
denied?
saw, They get deported, and that's what you guys are mad about.
So the
ICE
system
rounds
is
them up
fucking.
and
No,
sends
that's
them
not what
out.
we're mad about. We're
mad
not.
about-
No,
Clear.
you're fucking wrong. Stop arguing with the fucking cardboard cutout of a liberal in your head. That's not what we're mad about. That is the system working. If they are denied their asylum claim, they are deported. That is the system fucking working. Our issue is that they're not being given that due process. They are pulling them out of the court dates before they've had their chance to either be granted or denied, locking them up and sending them away before they have their fucking due process. That's my fucking problem. They are allowed to have due process in this country. SCOTUS has ruled on this more than 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're mad about. I don't care that they're denied and deported. That's the process. I care that we're ignoring the fact that they are then allowed to have 30 days, okay, to to appeal the deportation order. And they're not letting them do that. They're just deporting them before that. I don't like that we sent a bunch of people to a foreign prison that we have no oversight of, where more than 2/3 of them have no criminal fucking record. I don't like that when you put people in a concentration camp known as Alligator Alcatraz, and then it was dismantled and you had to move these people, 1,200 of them are fucking missing. That's what I don't like, Bob. Treat humans like fucking humans, Bob. They're a net benefit to this country. You have no reason to dislike them other than xenophobia and racism. Bob.
It has nothing to do with being racist or not liking.
What's bad about immigrants being here?
It's not immigrants. It's illegal immigration. It is
What makes it
uncontrolled
illegal?
flow of
What makes it
humans,
illegal?
them entering the country without having the
Under
right
what
to
law?
do so.
What law makes it illegal?
The law is protecting our border.
Which law is that?
And you want the actual, like,
I would love the actual law.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, the actual U.S. code number, but I do know that entering the country unlawfully is definitely a criminal.
So 8 U.S.C. 13.
100% a criminal offense.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, entering the law illegally in every country. Mexico
I don't
deports
care about that.
people all the time.
What
China
is the
would
punishment?
arrest you
What
and
is the
throw you in
punishment for the
jail.
misdemeanor
North
offense
Korea
of improper
executes
entry?
people if they cross
What
the
is the
border.
punishment for the misdemeanor offense of improper entry?
I'm not sure what the punishment is right now. I'm not sure what the punishment should be.
It's
a
fine.
tricky
It's a
subject.
fine and jail time.
I
What's the punishment
understand
for the second offense?
I understand the nuance of people wanting to find a better life.
It's not
but
nuance. It's the law.
I
It's the
also
law,
find-
Bob.
I also need.
No, I am so sick
Why
of y'all
are you
being
yelling?
dumb. Like, I am so fucking tired of y'all being dumb. It's not nuance. It's the law. 1325 is improper entry. If you are convicted of improper entry for your first offense, it is a fine and jail time. If you are convicted of it a second time, it is a bigger fine and bigger jail time. Nowhere in there says deportation. If they get deportation orders, they have 30 days to appeal that. And the Trump administration is not letting them do that. It's not nuance. It's the law. And the people who interpret the law. That's going to be immigration judges, which he's firing. You guys are not smart.
You muting people every time you don't agree with one.
You are wrong,
is absolutely
Bob.
ridiculous. I can't be wrong by
You
having
can be.
by having an emotional argument about immigration or
It's emotional
racism
because you
or
guys are
anything.
dumb.
No,
I'm
no, no,
emotional
no.
because you guys are dumb. It is so easy to read the
Thinking
law.
of politics with your emotions, thinking about human
I don't
beings rather than just black and
I'm
white
sorry.
law
This
is
man
not wrong.
crashes out every time somebody
Again,
says anything
I
negative
d- I
against him.
already
He goes
told
on
you
a
that I do not
giant
agree with
rant on his
everything
Truth
about
Social.
Trump.
I don't want to care. I don't want to hear about
I
emotional
already
politics.
told you I
This
don't
man
agree
is the
with
most
everything about
emotional
Trump. So
motherfucker
what are
on
you
the
talking
planet.
about?
He's emotional as fuck.
I already told you I don't agree with everything Trump does. I said that very.
You shouldn't agree with his immigration stance. He's not doing it the right way.
I agree that the United States is a sovereign state. I agree that we should protect our borders. Every country
From what?
does. We should.
Protect them from what? Protect them from what, Bob? I didn't mute you that time.
Every country protects their borders. We should do the same.
Protect it from what?
From the influx of the poor people of the world who have nothing to offer this country.
Nothing to offer.
Nothing.
How
nothing.
much did immigrants? How
They
much
come
did
here
how
and they
much
get
did
on
immigrants? How
welfare,
much?
they
How
affect
much did
my-
immigrants
they
pay?
affect
How much
me.
did immigrants pay in taxes in
Hi.
2022?
Hi, I'm going to say this, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't cut me off. Thanks.
Get your own show. Yeah, give us your poor. What does the Statue of Liberty say? Y'all motherfuckers who couldn't wipe your ass or clean yourself and brought disease to this country came here poor with nothing to offer because you couldn't fucking grow crop here. You couldn't grow anything that you grew in England. You could not grow here. You were dying. And the indigenous said, oh my God, we're going to help these people, and taught you to grow crops. You guys came here with nothing to offer this country, and the indigenous kept you fucking alive. And then what did you do? You turned around and enslaved them and murdered them and raped their women and took away their culture. You had nothing to offer this country. The people, okay, the Latinos have been here from the start. This is their fucking land. Give it back. So sick of y'all bigoted dummies. You guys, keep booping the screen. Share the live out. Help me with my daily goal. Follow my backup if you're not. I appreciate you. 13 dot, thank you for the 10 on the green app. Says Bob spells his name backwards. Oh, it is restart time. Do I have anybody in the box though? I don't think so. I think I just have friendlies, it looks like, in the box. Ay.
What makes it so disgusting? I checked Bob page.
Oh no. MAGA Wi-Fi.
So you're Bob is a ladder puller, which makes it so fucking bad. Because your family came over here and freeloaded off of civil rights, but now you're trying to pull ladders for other people that are trying to come over here and do the same fucking thing. Mm-hmm. You're living off of civil rights that black people created. How can you be a freeloader and pull a fucking ladder at the same time?
I don't get it. All right, I'm going to drop you down. I'll probably hit that restart.
All right.
Oh, Chris has something to say real quick. Hi, Chris.
Hello. I'm going to say this really quick and then you can hit your restart. White people, especially MAGA, don't understand what it's like to be an immigrant or what it's like to be a child of an immigrant. And it pisses me off because people don't know the sacrifices that they do to come to this country and have a better life. And as a child of an immigrant, of two immigrants, I try to carry my family story and their legacy, and that's just something that MAGA will never understand. So that's my tangent.
I love you, Chris.
I love you too. Bye.
You guys make sure you're following me. If you are not, I'm going to hit a quick restart. Just so you guys know, Bob said that he is Inuit, and guess which tribe he chose in America that he's a part of? Anybody can guess? Give me your guesses. What tribe did Bob say he was a part of in the United States? Cherokee. Yes, his grandmother is a Cherokee fucking princess, I bet. Shocker. KKK is crazy. Guys, I'll be right back. Follow me. We'll be back in like 30 seconds.